And we'll hear from the Utes about where they're going and who they'll be facing. The Texas Longhorns. Sports is coming up next.
Time now for ABC 4 News Sports with Wesley Ruff.
It's official now, kids. We all know the rankings and the bowl destinations for the college football teams. Let's start with the rankings, which determine where some of the teams ended up. LSU, the #1 team in the country, they will go to the Peach Bowl to take on Oklahoma, who jumped to #4. Ohio State, Clemson, both undefeated, will play in the Fiesta Bowl. Georgia is out of the Big Four of the playoffs. Oregon jumps up to 6 after beating Utah on Friday. Utah falls from 5 to 11. Boise State, USC also ranked. And because the Utes finished 11th, they missed out on the New Year's 6 bowl games, and they are headed, as expected, to the Alamo Bowl, where they will take on the Texas Longhorns. Texas at 7-5. That game will take place on New Year's Eve, 5:30 kick here. Now, the Longhorns finished in a 4-way tie for 3rd place in the Big 12 Conference. Apparently, they like to hit heads. Even the coach gets in on the action without a helmet. What's up with that? They were 5-4 in their conference. They did give Oklahoma a good game, coming up just 7 points short in an upset bid. The Utes and the Longhorns have only played one time, way back in 1962. The Utes obviously were hoping for a better bowl destination, but they're going to try to make the most of their matchup with Texas.
I'm actually very excited to play them. I grew up watching the Longhorns, so it'll be a good honor to play against them. They have got a great team. They've got a great quarterback. I'm excited to play them. It's a great honor. We're glad to have another chance to play for the seniors and for this team. You know, it's still a great year. Not many teams get a chance to win 11 games, so I think it's just we got to make the best of it and just make sure that we go out on top.
I'm just excited to play against Texas, to be honest. They're a really good team. I watched them on TV a few Saturdays, but I'm just excited to play against them.
Just got to prepare like how we usually do. I think we're really good at preparing, so I think we have a pretty good record of ball game terms. So just prepare for Texas and watch what's on film.
I think for them to have a chance to get the 11th ranked team is a pretty special thing, and I'm sure they're excited to have Texas, who someone just told me is 90 minutes away from San Antonio. Any frustration was washed pretty quick when you get a call from the Alamo Bowl director and you hear his excitement This group deserves it. You know, it's been a special season. Hadn't lost a game, you know, before the other night since mid-September, and the excitement that they brought. So we're gonna need folks to fight off that burnt orange and bring a lot of red to the game.
Well, the BYU Cougars were locked into their bowl game as soon as they won 6 games this year. They are headed to the Hawaii Bowl. They will take on Hawaii, so obviously they will be the visiting team there. That game taking place on Christmas Eve. They'll kick it at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Hawaii won the Mountain West Conference West Division and lost to Boise State in the championship game. The Utah State Aggies, they're going bowling as well. Like the Utes, they'll be headed to the Lone Star State to play in the Frisco Bowl, a bowl that's been around for about 3 years. Utah will take on Kent State, a team out of the MAC Conference. That game coming up a week from this Friday at 5:30 from Texas. And Weber State not playing in a bowl game, but they are in the FCS playoffs. They'll get a rematch against Montana this Friday at home. That game kicking off 8 o'clock this Friday at Stewart Stadium in Ogden. Montana beat Weber State earlier this year, so Weber State will be out for revenge. Montana put up 73 points in their game yesterday. Hey, the Utah Jazz got back to their winning ways last night with a big win over Memphis. The Jazz went on a big run to start the second quarter. They got to the basket all night long. They also found the open man for outside shots, and they knocked most of those down. And the defense was a little better as well. And after losing 5 of their last 6 games, getting a win like that felt really good.
We had 2 good days of practicing, so, you know, we got back to the basics, especially defensively, and I think, you know, practice was definitely encouraging. So we just got back to the basics, and that's the main thing that kind of translated to today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Coach just wanted us to go play, and then, you know, that's what we did. We made plays at the basket, found open guys for threes, and then, you know, helped each other out on defense and competed the whole game.
And the Jazz will face the Oklahoma City Thunder tomorrow night at home. That's coming up tomorrow. But coming up tonight, we've got Real Sports Live. We're going to break down the bowl games. We're going to talk about what happened to the Utes. We'll have another fabulous edition of The Best and the Worst, which, as we all know, is the reason television was invented in the first place. So
yes,
that's
or
coming
YouTube.
up. Real Sports Live at 10:45.
10:45. How do you describe the feeling of Utes fans? Is it just deflated, or is there hope?
Pretty much. No, they like the bowl game, but disappointed.
Well, Welcome back, Adam Carroll, joining us for
Yes.
we got the last look at weather.
Well, yeah, it's more of
It's
like
not the
a
last.
regional weather,
Okay.
kind of like where we stand right now.
All right.
With our snowpack, actually. We're going to talk about that. We haven't really talked much about the snowpack here this year. Last year, statewide, 121% of normal. That's a great start to the season for December 8th of 2018. However, you look at this year, you're at 152% of snowpack. Most of the state is loving the fact that we've got a deeper snowpack than last year. I know southeastern Utah hasn't reported much. Some of that might just be related to the SNOTEL sites in the area. But if they were reporting, we'd likely have a higher snowpack than that 152%. The West, I got to tell you, you can kind of see where the storm track has been because look at the Pacific Northwest, 28% of normal in Washington State, 54, 62 in Idaho. The best snowpacks are around our area, Arizona, New Mexico, California, Utah. We have the third deepest snowpack in the West right now. That's fantastic. Now, what does that kind of mean for someone like Alta? We look at Alta because they have the absolute best snowfall history over the years since they've opened up. And the Alta has the second snowiest start in the last decade to date, which was December 8th, at 130 inches of snow so far. And that includes today. And look at how close they are to one of the snowiest years ever, 2010, 2011, just 13 inches. What does that mean moving forward? We don't know, but that is a great start to the season, and it is going to help our drought because right now we're not looking great, especially in central and southern Utah for our drought. But that Alta snowfall is a telltale sign that so far so good, and moving forward, hopefully we continue this kind of this projection or trajectory to a big snow year yet again.
Well, it's good news, especially because November was such a dry month for the whole month or most of it?
For most of it
3
until
weeks
Thanksgiving.
Of it. Yeah,
Yep.
and then we got that storm. All right, Adam, thanks so much. Well, 'tis the season. We're going to take you to Temple Square for this year's annual Christmas devotional, complete with traditional Christmas hymns. Stay with us.
It was fantastic. It was just great to be in the stadium with the Prophet. It was a wonderful experience, and the choir sounded fantastic.
The sights and sounds of Christmas on display tonight as members from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints gathered for the annual First Presidency Christmas Devotional. This happening at the Conference Center with gorgeous music, as you just heard, from the Tabernacle Choir. It is hard to believe, Adam, that we are, what, 2-ish weeks from Christmas?
Well, it's the 8th, so yeah, maybe a little longer.
I didn't, major in math or science.
That's okay.
But you know what I did major in?
What?
Keeping it real.
Oh, I like that
You know what I'm
transition.
saying there? All right. Real Sports Live. Dana Green, welcome for the highlight.
You guys got your bowling shoes on?
Yeah.
You should, because we're going to be discussing Utah's, BYU's, and Utah State's bowl games. We're also going to talk Jazz, RSL. Got a new episode of Going Ag, so if you got those Pac-12 championship game blues, no worry, we've got the cure. It's Real Sports Live. Let's do this.
Time now for News for Utah's Real Sports Live.
Tonight on Real Sports Live, the Utes' Rose Bowl and college football playoff hopes were washed away against Oregon, but they still have a pretty interesting bowl game matchup. BYU is definitely going to be the road team in their bowl game, while the Aggies are headed to the Frisco Bowl to battle Kent State. Weber State is moving on to the FCS quarterfinals. Utah Jazz picked up a big win last night. Can they get on a roll now as the schedule eases up? Plus, Real Salt Lake has a new head coach, sort of. Are you ready for Freddie? We're ready for Real Sports Live, and it starts right now.
I want to go for a walk.
I don't want to talk about that.
Welcome to Real Sports Live. I'm Dana Green. He is Wesley Ruff. And while Utah fans may be down in the dumps after one of the most disappointing losses ever, the sun will rise again in Texas, of all places.
Yeah, that's right. The Utes have to settle for the Alamo Bowl. We'll get to that in just a minute. But first, let's go back to Friday night when the Utes had a chance to pull off maybe one of the biggest wins in school history, and they got run over, literally, by a very good Oregon team. The Utes had a chance at college football playoffs going into this one, but Oregon struck first. C.J. Verdell with the touchdown run to make it 7-0 Ducks. What a game this kid had.
He was really good.
The offense really struggled against that Oregon defense. Tyler Huntley was picked off twice, including this one in the end zone by Brady Breeze. Justin Herbert, Huntley's counterpart, quarterback for Oregon, had all kinds of time to throw the ball. Hooks up with Johnny Johnson III on this 45-yard touchdown pass. Oregon was in command 20-0 at intermission, but the Utes came out fired up in that third quarter. Huntley to Zach Moss on the check down. Screen pass, rumbles 24 yards for the touchdown. Utah on the board, down 20-7. It was 23-7 when Huntley finds Samson Nakua in the corner of the end zone, just drops a dime here. The two-point conversion made it a one-score game, 23-15. But it was all Oregon in the fourth quarter. Verdell busted 70 yards as Oregon racked up some 239 yards on the ground, and Utah loses 37-15. Danny, you were there.
Yep.
How shocking was this game to you?
Extremely. I mean, look, Oregon was the best team Utah played all year long. I don't think there's any question about that. But Utah came into this game giving up, 50 yards a game on the ground, and they got gashed for 239 yards, 208 by C.J. Verdell. Even Kyle Whittingham was kind of shocked after the game that they got beat up on the line of scrimmage. And it went both ways. It wasn't just on the offensive line. I mean, Penei Sewell and those guys on the Oregon offensive line, Desert Hills kid, they own that Utah defensive line. I don't think I'd ever say that. I thought it was the best defensive line in the country, and Oregon got the best of them. And on the other side, I mean, Tyler Huntley was under pressure all game long, 6 sacks. And when you count the rushing yards that Oregon piled up, it's just they dominated both sides.
Yeah, and it's funny because the narrative going into this thing was it was going to be the best defense in the country, Utah, going up against the best offensive line in the country, Oregon, but it turned out to be the other way. I mean, the other matchup, as you mentioned, was the one that was stunning, that Utah's offensive line couldn't stop Oregon's defensive line. Oregon really out-Utah'd Utah.
They kind of did.
They were more physical.
They
and
powered up.
That's the thing that Utah had prided itself on all year long, was that they were the more physical team in every game they played. And everyone expected them to be. We knew Oregon was going to be fast going into this game. We knew they had speed all across the board, offense, defense, and on the back line.
And you know what killed them is that fourth down. The 4th and 1 on the opening drive of the game. And that's, again, that's the offensive line. Not
3 times
roles.
they were unable to convert on 4th down.
Over 3 on 4th down. Over 4 if you count a penalty when it was 4th and 1 they were going to go for it.
That's stunning because Utah, you think you give the ball to Zach Moss because they had 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. You give the ball to Zach Moss, he's going to be able to get a yard.
Right.
But Oregon's defense clamped down.
And you know what? The injuries kind of finally caught up with this team because they had been relatively healthy all year long. Julian Blackmon goes down. That was a big blow. Then his replacement, R.J. Huber, comes in. He goes down. Jalen Johnson was clearly not 100%. And Justin Herbert, I mean, he's an NFL caliber quarterback. We talked about that all year long, about his arm, but his legs, I mean, that first drive, he was running the ball. You know how many yards he came in for the season if you count sacks? He had 1 yard rushing. 1 yard if you count sacks. And he had 20 yards on that opening drive.
That was one of the things that scouted Utah and decided we're going to run the ball with our quarterback because they wouldn't expect it. And you could see Utah was like,
they did.
What is this? This is not what Oregon is supposed to be doing.
He's supposed to be a pocket passer.
And the thing was that Utah still, going in that 4th quarter, they had a chance. They were down by just 1 score. You know how many total yards Utah ended up with in the 4th quarter?
Let me see. None?
0. 0.
Is that 0 for Oregon? What is that?
after Huntley got sacked and lost 12 yards on the final play, the net for the 4th quarter for Utah was 0 yards of total offense.
You know what stinks about this? All those doubters that said that Utah had no business being in the conversation for the college football playoff, they're like, oh, we're justified. See, we knew what we were talking about. This is still a very good Utah team that just got beat by a really good Oregon team. I mean, I give more credit to Oregon than I do blame to Utah. No question about it.
I knew Oregon was, I kind of thought Oregon might beat Utah. I just didn't think they'd beat them like that.
Not by 22 points. All right, so instead of the Rose Bowl or the Peach Bowl or the Fiesta Bowl, the Utes have to settle for the Alamo Bowl against Texas on New Year's Eve in San Antonio. Now, the Longhorns, they were 7-5 this year, despite a couple of concussions, it looks like. 5-4 in the Big 12. They have impressive wins over Kansas State and Oklahoma State. Texas is led by quarterback Sam Ehlinger, who threw for almost 3,500 yards and 29 touchdowns this year. They have a really good receiver in Devin DuVernay. Their defense has given up some points, though. 48 to Kansas, 37 to TCU. So Utah may be able to find some success there. But this game's basically going to be in the backyard of the Longhorns. 80 miles from Austin is San Antonio. A lot of times bowl games are about who actually plays and who wants to play more. Wes, are the Utes going to want this one more than Texas?
Well, in the past, Utah has always wanted the bowl games more. Kyle Whittingham has made it one of his mantras to go out and win bowl games.
Well, he's 10-2.
10, they've only lost 2, including the one last year. Right. But in the past, it's been Utah that has wanted the bowl game more because teams who come into a bowl game against Utah think, oh, we're going to a lesser bowl than we thought we were going to go to, and we're playing a lesser team, Utah. Now, the script has been flipped.
Exactly.
Now Utah is thinking we thought we were going to go to a better bowl, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to get up for this game. And they can say all they want, this is fine.
But this loss is going to linger.
It's going to hurt.
Knowing what was at stake in that game, and that's a big issue. It'll be interesting to see who actually plays. Julian Blackmon, I mean, he had a pretty significant knee injury, is what Kyle Whittingham said. He's not going to play. But these guys that are going to be top-tier first-day or second-day NFL draft picks, are they going to risk it in the Alamo Bowl like a Jalen Johnson, who's going to go to the NFL, we think for sure. Zach Moss, Bradley and I mean, it's not in their DNA. A Utah guy plays in the bowl game. But if you're going to be a second-round pick, I kind of understand why would you risk injury. I mean, it can happen on a non-contact. That's how Julian Blackmon went down.
Let me talk about the narrative that you mentioned, the national narrative, and people saying that Utah didn't beat anybody.
Right.
They didn't beat a single team that had more than 8 wins on the season. Right. That hurts. But had Oregon not lost to Arizona State, even if Utah's season would have gone exactly the way, even if they'd gotten beat by Oregon the way they did, they still would have gone to the Rose Bowl because Oregon would have been in the playoff game.
Oregon would have been ahead of
So it's Arizona State's fault right now.
It's Arizona State's fault.
And here's the disappointing part. Utah 11-2, losers of the Pac-12 championship game. The loser of all the other championship games in the Power 5 conferences, all going to
a New Year's Six Bowl.
New Year's Six Bowl.
Well, they
the
missed
loser
it
of the Big
by
12, the ACC, the SEC, and the Big 10 all going.
Top
Utah is
10
not.
teams are guaranteed. Utah end up 11th. They weren't guaranteed. Have you seen a bigger fall from grace from talking about going to the Peach or Fiesta all the way down to the Alamo Bowl on New Year's Eve?
The thing that Utah will be able to do is recruit in Texas. They love
and you
to
go to
recruit
Texas. It's always good to play a game in Texas.
Yeah, they love recruiting there, so this will help them. So we'll see if that works out well. All right, as for BYU and Utah State, they both learned their bowl opponents and destination today. The Cougars will take on Hawaii in the Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve, while the Aggies will face Kent State in the Frisco Bowl on December 20th. That's just a week from this Friday.
Yeah.
Cougars are coming off a 7-5 season with big wins over USC and Boise State. They just had that 5-game winning streak snapped a week ago. The Cougars beat Hawaii last year at LaVell Edwards Stadium 49-23. Zach Wilson, if you remember, threw 3 touchdown passes in that game. But this game will be in Rainbow Warriors' backyard at Aloha Stadium. As for the Aggies, they also finished 7-5. They'll make a trip to Frisco, Texas to take on the 6-6 Flashes.
The Flashes.
Flashes of Kent State. Dana, do either of these bowl games get you excited?
Well, I'm kind of excited for BYU Hawaii. I mean,
Liar.
it's Kalani Sitake's home state, right? A lot of good recruiting opportunities in Hawaii. And Hawaii is good. They're not the same team that BYU shellacked last year. Cole McDonald, I mean, this kid has thrown 67 touchdowns in the last 2 years. They were 9-5. I mean, they won the Mountain West. They got drilled by Boise State in the championship game. So I am a little excited for that. For the Utah State-Kent State game, I don't know. It's December 20th.
Too many bowl games.
It's one of the first games, so, you know, that'll get you excited. We haven't had football in a few weeks on December 20th.
We say this, there are just way too many bowl games, and if you're not in one of the big ones, it kind of really doesn't even matter.
Right.
But it's good for the players because they get more experience. It's good for the younger kids.
And they don't get, they get
more practices, and it's good for the coaches because they get recruiting. It's good for the players because they get a lot of free swag at the bowls they go to.
And it's another case of who's going to play. Is Jordan Love going to risk injury in the against Kent State in the Frisco Bowl when he's a projected NFL, maybe top 2-3 round draft pick? I don't know. I mean, I think it was a really good thing for Gary Anderson's team to bounce back the way they did after the Boise State loss, beat New Mexico, guarantee themselves a bowl game, get them experience, let them have fun. It's the Frisco Bowl. They're going to have fun. BYU's going to have fun in Hawaii. We're still lobbying to go to Honolulu. Don't think it's going to happen. Someone should.
Actually, BYU has played in Hawaii on Christmas before in a bowl game.
You were there.
In 1992. BYU played Kansas.
I
was there.
Won the Heisman, right?
I was there. It was, and Kansas beat them 23-20. 1992.
And you know what?
Didn't seem that long ago.
Zach Wilson had a pretty good bowl game last year. In Boise, 18 for 18. So maybe he's due for another good game because he did not look good against San Diego State. And maybe they'll let him run wild like he did against Hawaii last year. And Utah State had a really good bowl game. They beat North Texas in the New Mexico Bowl. Finishing strong is a big deal.
If both teams win, they finish the year with 8-5 records.
Right.
Which is, not going to shake
a
stick at that.
We never thought BYU would get to 8 wins this year. I didn't think they would. They had a chance at 9.
I picked them 8-4.
BYU? No, you had them like 6-6.
I had 7-5 going into the bowl game.
You had 6-6.
No, I had 7-5.
Go check the tape, somebody.
7-5.
Weber State is going back to the FCS quarterfinals for the 3rd straight year. Wildcats beat Kennesaw State yesterday, 26-20. This was a hard-fought game for the Weed Cats who won their 10th game of the season. Weber State was down 10-3 when Jake Constantine found Devin Cooley for a 21-yard touchdown to tie the game up. Biggest play of the game, though, came on defense. Weber State down 17-12. Adam Rodriguez scoops up the fumble, takes it back for the touchdown. That gave Weber State the lead for good. Josh Davis added a 2-yard touchdown to help put it away. So Weber State, they've been here before. They've been to the quarterfinals. They've never been beyond the quarterfinals. Wes, can they beat Montana, a team they just got drilled by a couple of weeks ago in Montana? They're going to take on the Grizzlies Friday night at home.
Yeah, it's going to be tough because Montana is a really, really good team.
Yeah, they just put up 73.
Woo! That's crazy. But last week on this very show, Jay Hill. Coach of Weber State was our guest. We talked to him after when we were walking through the hallway. He didn't want to look past Kennesaw State.
Right.
And rightfully so because that's a really good team. That was a really good team. And Weber State had to really kind of rally to win that game last night. But he said, we want another shot at Montana.
Well, because in that first game, Josh Davis went down. Rashid Shaheed went down, and he's still out. Devin Cooley went down. They were not at full strength. They were on the road, and they got run over by a really good team. In Ogden, when they're healthier now, and Weber State's playing well, their defense played pretty. I mean, that Kennesaw State team came in averaging almost 400 yards a game running, and they only had 285 yards on 67 carries. They threw 8 passes.
But one of those passes they threw was for a touchdown, which is crazy, and nobody expected that. I'm sure the Weber defense was like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that. Yeah, they threw a touchdown from
But Montana likes to throw the ball, so their secondary is going to be tested for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a really, really good game because Weber State will be motivated. As you mentioned, they've never got past the quarterfinals. They've got this. Last year was the same situation. They had a home game to win to get past the quarterfinals, and they weren't able to do that.
And so it's going to be a raucous crowd at Stewart Stadium because, I mean, they've hosted quarterfinal games before. They lost to Maine last year. Couldn't get past the Bears on that one. But this was Weber State's only loss in the Big Sky. It's their only loss to an FCS team. I mean, they talk about revenge is not a thing. They're out for revenge because they got beat up. I think it was, what, 37-15? And then Weber State scored a late touchdown to make it that
They have got a lot of motivation for this game.
Right.
If the guys are going to be healthy and they can play at the level that they should be able to play, they should beat Montana. They're higher seed.
And
they should beat Montana.
It's the next step for this program. They've gotten to the quarterfinals twice. Now it's the next step to get to the semifinals.
And Jay Hill last week talked about he doesn't mind the bar being high.
Right.
Gives him something to shoot for. All right, switching gears now, let's talk a little hoopage. The Utah Jazz broke a 3-game losing streak last night, and the schedule looks a lot easier over the next few weeks. Let's start back on Monday in Philadelphia, where the Jazz fell in a 20-point hole and could not climb their way out in a 113-94 defeat at the hands of the 76ers. Then on Wednesday, LeBron James and the Lakers walked all over the Jazz.
Oh, they walked.
Literally walked.
They walked all over them. Literally.
Oh, that makes me mad. We're going to talk about that later. Utah fell for the 5th time in 6 games, 121-96. But last night against the Memphis Grizzlies, the Jazz finally got it rolling again. Even Joe Ingles dunked. Whoa! Whoa! Wait, what? What was that? 126 Utah put up in that win over the Grizzlies. So at 13-10, the Jazz are now in a stretch where over the next 8 games they play, only one team has a winning record. Dana, you see the Jazz going on a big run right now?
I do. The downside of this stretch is only 3 of those games are at home, including tomorrow against Oklahoma City. But this team, they got to come together sometime. I mean, we are 23 games into the season. That's almost 30% of the season is down, and they're 13-10. Mike Conley is going to be out again tomorrow. They're being very cautious with his hamstring. I think that's fine. I mean, Rodney Hood, look what happened to him. I mean, he's out for the year. They might have rushed him back a little soon. But this team is at their best when they're balanced. And last night, they had 7 guys in double figures. Jeff Green had 19 points off the bench. They can't all be about Donovan Mitchell and Bojan Bogdanovic. They need help. Joe Ingles, 10 assists last night. Joe's numbers have been down this year, maybe because he's not starting, but he is a playmaker, and he needs to be involved. And with Mike Conley out, Ingles is more involved.
Yeah, you talk about balance. All 5 of the starters scored in double figures last night, which is really, really good to see. Donovan Mitchell led them with 22 points, but everybody in the starting lineup had at least 10 points. And the Jazz also had 32 assists in that game, which is something that is Jazz basketball. They still struggle taking care of the basketball. They had 22 turnovers, which is something that Quinn Snyder does not like to see. The fans don't like to see it either. In fact, the game started off, the Jazz were down like 8-5 because they turned the ball over, and Memphis came down and scored, and you're like, oh, here we go again. This is the pattern that we've had for the last 6 or 7 games, but then they finally righted the ship and started making shots. In fact, Green, 5 of 6 shooting. Royce O'Neal didn't even miss a shot, 5 for 5, including 4 for 4 from three-point line. But you can't. The problem is, you talked about the easiness of the schedule coming up on paper, but they don't play games on paper. You cannot overlook teams, including Oklahoma City. Tomorrow night, they come in with a losing record, right? But the last game they played, they're playing Portland tonight, but the last game they played, 5 guys scored over 20 points. 5 guys with over 20 points.
Power. Chris Paul, he gets guys involved. And that stretch where they played Milwaukee, Toronto, Philly, the Lakers. I mean, those are some of the best teams in the NBA. But if the Jazz want to be one of the best teams, one of the elite teams, you got to beat a couple of those guys. And they did not look like they were in the Lakers class. I hate to say that. I'm from LA. I got a lot of family that was giving me a hard time about that. But, I mean, the Lakers are a lot better than the Jazz right now. But the Jazz, there's still time. There's still time. All right, time for a quick timeout here on Real Sports Live.
Yes, but coming up, meet the new boss, which is the same as the old boss. As Real Salt Lake takes the interim tag off Freddie Juarez. Stick around. Done by a musical group?
Joke a little bit?
I started to, yeah, something. I had 7-5.
I started the best. Yeah, but I'm going to be closer because they're going to be 7-6. So what would you have had? 8-5?
Well, I don't know what they do in the bowl game.
I said they were going to win a bowl game. All right, so if they lose, or if they win, I'll be right.
We didn't pick bowl games, did we?
I think I did say that, they were going to beat Hawaii in the Hawaii Bowl.
No.
So I'll be right if they win.
I'll have to lose then. Welcome back, everyone. The interim tags have been removed from Real Salt Lake head coach Freddie Juarez and general manager Elliot Fall.
That's right. Owner Deloy Hansen liked what he saw at the end of last season enough to give them the permanent jobs. After Mike Petke got fired back in August for inappropriate comments made to a referee, steady Freddie Juarez kept the team together and led them to the Western Conference semifinals and was rewarded with the permanent head coaching job.
So I think that goes in any aspect in life. In any job, you're hired or you're promoted on your work. And then I think the players, I hope the players bought in and were comfortable in playing.
Outside of finding a replacement for Nick Raimondo, Juarez doesn't plan on making too many changes to this young and talented team.
I don't see a lot of changes. Like any team, I spoke on it a little bit. There's going to be change. There's because of retirement, because of negotiations, end of contracts. So for us, it's important that we bring in guys that if we replace a player, that the player we bring in is a better player.
Juarez's overall demeanor is the polar opposite of Petke's, and owner Deloy Hansen says that's a good thing.
The thing I know about Freddie, he's inspiring. People love to play for him, and he represents Real in a way that I'd like to see us represented. We're not loud, we're just good, and that's Freddie.
My passion is in my work. If I'm not out there shouting every goal, it's not because I don't love the team or excited. It's just because I'm focused on the team. You know, I want them to come and enjoy the game. This is what else would you rather be doing?
Yeah, Wes, what would you rather be doing? The RSL did trade Brooks Lennon to Atlanta for some allocation money. We'll see how they spend it.
Yeah, he came up in the
academy
program, so disappointed to see him go. Hey, with so much going on this past week, it was tough to narrow down our bites of the week.
So we decided to limit it to the biggest story in the state, the Pac-12 championship game, in reaction from the Utes after they learned that they're going to play Texas in the Alamo Bowl.
The first drive getting stopped on that fourth and short, I don't think that was detrimental to our offense. We just never really got rolling, and we never really, we played behind the sticks a few times. And they have some good pass rushers, so they made it tough on Tyler to do some things in the pocket.
You guys see a replay on that Vickers run, because it was second down when he ran the ball, and I thought he got the first on that drive, that exact spot you're talking about. Did you show it on the booth up in the box? Did you get it? Nod your head, Kurt? Yeah, okay. Thought about challenging that, but they were looking at it. They told me they were looking at it. But anyway, it was interesting to watch that play, because could have shifted the momentum early in the game. But sidebar, pay no attention to that. It would take me an hour to talk about those guys and what they've done and how important they've been to our program. And Kurt mentioned the importance of this game. The only reason this game tonight's important is what they did all season long. They did all season long from start to finish to make this an important game and to get to this point. They've won back-to-back South Conference championships. They're all graduating, which is the most important thing. Everyone was going to have their degree. the leadership that they brought to this football team has been incredible. You know, I've been around a long time, and this is as good a leadership as we've ever had. Their maturity, their work ethic, just who they are as people. They're all going to be, you know, wildly successful, whether it's in the NFL or in life.
I didn't watch film. I didn't watch football yesterday either. So I'm kind of shaken up, but we definitely could have protected a lot better than we did. Yeah, it's probably going to stick me for a while, but you can't, you know, dwell on it too long. We got to play Texas still. So, you know, I don't think we're just representing Utah to either, you know, Pac-12 as well.
I grew up watching the Longhorns, so it'll be a good honor to play against them. They have got a great team. They've got a great quarterback. So I'm excited to play them.
How much do you lean on a guy like Cam Rising, who has a lot of familiarity in that program?
I forgot Cam. That's I guess you can lean on him a little bit. I mean, you wouldn't want somebody to, like, I guess, steal their plays or something like that. But I mean, you know, I guess we'll take our nits and bits from him and just, you know, play the best of our abilities, watch film, know what we can, and just go out there and play.
Any frustration was washed pretty quick when you get a call from the Alamo Bowl director and you hear his excitement, his group's excitement, and then to find out our opponent is Texas was washed away pretty quick. It's a great opportunity for us to go out and win our 12th game. Incredible group of seniors, incredible team, and our plan is just to go out and get after it.
12-2.
Winning 12 games would be big.
12-2 would not be bad.
That would be big. All right, we have to step aside for a quick break.
Yeah, but coming up, we're going to give you a sneak peek at the latest edition of Going Ag. Stick around.
It was personal, man. They really gave it to us last year, and we were just really defeated. So I let our guys know that before the game. They came out on our court talking stuff before the game, and it really kind of lit a fire underneath me. So we just wanted to give it back to them.
What a rivalry game it was Wednesday night at the Huntsman Center. Timmy Allen, Rylan Jones, and the Runnin' Utes erased a 16-point deficit, spoiled the season debut of Yoli Childs, and a 102-95 overtime win over BYU. Allen and Jones combined for 52 points. I'm telling you, Wes, this team is going to be a lot better than many people thought.
Yeah, but almost everybody knows how good the Utah State basketball team is. The 25th ranked Aggies got star center Nemish Keita back this week. They're off to a torrid 9-1 start to the season.
Yeah, and as we switch over to basketball for our exclusive digital series Going Ag, this week we take a look at two walk-ons who have become stars, Abel Porter and Justin Bean.
It was kind of a long process for me. It started my junior year of high school when my dad and I came and took an unofficial visit to Utah State. We were in contact with some of the coaching staff there at the time, and then fast forward to my senior year of high school, we'd still kept in touch.
I thought a lot about it. I just wanted to be another player on the team that contributed to everything, and it was a long time ago now.
And I was called on a 2-year mission to Reno, Nevada, to where I served for 2 years. And at the time, I had kept in touch with Spencer Nelson, who was a huge part of me being at Utah State. He kept in touch with me and my dad when I was on my mission, since it was kind of hard to keep in touch as a missionary. And so
I knew I could contribute, and so I never really looked at myself any different than the other guys, and I never felt like I was looked at any different. And for me, I just tried not to really make it a thing.
And he was able to talk to me and convince me to come to Utah State as a preferred walk-on. So that's how I got here, and that was the decision that I made at that time.
Tried to bring fire and energy every single day, and worked my hardest day in and day out to just be someone that contributed something to the team. I just didn't want to be the person that was always in last place or holding the team back. I wanted to be a part of the team, and so that's really what drove me through those first couple of years.
Pretty humbling experience for sure, but it was honestly a great thing for me personally, because it taught me to be patient, taught me to never take anything for granted, that the spot that I had on that team was something that I had earned, and the coaching staff had made that clear to me when I said that I would come here, is that you're just as much a part of this team as anyone else. Obviously they didn't promise me anything at the time, but I knew that it was in my best interest, and it was a personal goal of mine to earn a scholarship, whatever time that may be. And so that was my mindset, is just to keep getting better every day, just to be the best player that I could be, regardless of whether or not I got my schooling paid for.
Say always believe, and believe in yourself and your abilities. For me, I knew that I had it in me. To me, it didn't matter if anyone else saw what I could do or thought I had any talent. I knew that I had the ability to make a difference on a team, and I wanted to prove that, and lucky I was given an opportunity where I could prove it.
I don't know that I'd say I ever doubted myself. I think sometimes I doubted maybe the situation that I was in. I was always wondering if there would ever be an opportunity for me to really excel, to show kind of what I had, my talents. But this new coaching staff that we've had has really given me that chance.
Whenever I talk to me, we don't see ourselves as the 2 walk-on kids or the 2 former walk-on kids. We just see ourselves as players on Utah State that are lucky enough to be a part of a top 25 team.
I think I can speak for Abel when I say that we both are just, really glad to be a part of this team. I don't think we would have rather had it happen with any other team.
And you can watch the entire 22-minute episode of Going Ag tomorrow on our website, abc4.com.
Yeah, but coming up next, we've got the wild and the wacky plays of the week, another thrilling edition of the best and the worst. For Utah football fans, this week was one they would rather forget. But hopefully we can end the week on a positive note, something that will make you smile. We've got the highlights and the lowlights from the past week in sports, the bloopers and the blunders. So let's get right to it. It's time for the best and the worst. We start off with a paper that blew onto the football field. Trey White ran over, picked it up. It was pictures from the other team. But the refs took it away. He was trying to get info. Like, hey, what are they doing over here? But the ref came and snatched it. Best fumble recovery. Guy loses it, but gets it back by the seat of his pants. Grabbed it with two hands and other parts of his body. The shot in hockey, and it's blocked by this guy's face. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. A couple of bad flops this week. Cincinnati player gets hit, sees the ref, and then falls in dramatic fashion to draw the penalty. This was even worse. The Nebraska lineman gets touched, and he goes down like he's been shot. Great flop. And who put the goalpost there? Oh, they moved him back to the back of the end zone so people wouldn't hit them, but this Cardinal player still hit it. Even though it would be fun, ever thought it would be fun to be on the sideline for a football game? Well, ask these two trainers. They get bowled over. Boom, and down they go. More problems on the sidelines. Watkins and Gilmore plow into a guy on the sideline right there, and then they keep going at it. They tried to separate those guys, but they kept at it and would not let go. This soccer player with an amazing goal, using his heel for the shot. He was actually headed the other direction, flips it with the back of his foot, and finds the net. Crazy interception from the Monday night game. The ball is tipped, then batted forward, then picked off by Minnesota and returned for the touchdown. Same game. Seattle gets a rather bizarre interception. The ball was caught, bobbled, and then taken out of the air by Flowers of the Seahawks before he falls down. And another great play from that game. Randolph with a one-handed touchdown catch, stuck his hand up there and made the grab. Similar play from the Ohio State-Wisconsin game. On the run, puts his paw up there. Look at that, stick him on it, and gets the touchdown. This Clemson receiver keeps his foot in bounds before falling out of bounds. What a great use of the feet. This was not a good catch, though. And Cricket, the fly ball right to him, and he drops it. How embarrassing. And so was this. LeBron James picked up his dribble, took 3 steps, and then started his dribble again and no call. Unbelievable. More LeBron, fouling the play, but he kept going, tries to windmill dunk it, and clank. Ah, that's a shame. And finally, LeBron misses the shot, but keep your eyes on him as he plows into a lady selling concessions. Runs back over and helps her up, asks if she's okay, and gives her a hug. He backed right into the vendor, knocking her into the front row, but to his credit, he quickly went over, see if she was fine, and when she saw who it was, yeah, she was in a little bit of shock, and she got a hug from the king, and she was like, oh yeah, that's me. It's my time in the spotlight. Or maybe she was just excited that she was on this week's edition of The Best and the Worst.
All right, we're almost out of time here on Real Sports Live. Still got a few things we want to share with you. So our parting shots, and they're coming up next. How much? Oh, how much time do we have total? Yikes. How about just time now for party shots? Go.
Now, Parting Shots brought to you by Doug Smith Auto Group.
Time now for Parting Shots, Wes. You're up first.
All right, a couple of glaring calls that the NBA refs got wrong last week. One was LeBron, the other one was the dunk by James Harden. He went up for an uncontested dunk, but the ball appeared to pop out of the net. Now, the replays clearly showed the ball went through the net and flipped back around, but the referee said the dunk shouldn't count because they thought it didn't go through. But my goodness, when everyone and their dog could see that it did, in fact, go all the way through and then flip over the front of the rim, why can't they change the call? And then you add the LeBron James walking thing right in front of a referee at the Jazz game, and nothing was called. It just makes me wonder why the game can't be fixed. Look, I know the referees have a tough job. A lot of their calls are judgment calls that happen in the blink of an eye. But come on, in this day and age of slow-motion reviews, fix the problem that caused the Harden call ended up costing Houston a game. They say they didn't want to make the game longer with reviews, but when everyone in the arena can see it on the Jumbotron and people at home can see it on their TVs, do the right thing, make the right call, and stop giving LeBron James preferential treatment by letting him travel.
You know, the Utah-BYU rivalry is intense in any sport. This past week, we saw the Utah basketball team win an overtime thriller over BYU at the Huntsman Center, and in Provo, the Utah women's volleyball team swept past the Cougars in 3 straight sets to advance to the Sweet 16. This is the first time in 8 years that BYU had been swept on their home court. The heavily favored Cougars had already beaten the Utes earlier this season in 4 games and came in winning 9 of its last 10. But congrats to head coach Beth Lanier and the Utes for not only winning a huge rivalry game, but advancing in the NCAA tournament. This is just the 4th time in program history the Utahs made it to the Sweet 16. The odds are going to be stacked against them once again Friday at Stanford, but with as down in the dumps as Utah fans may be after this week's Pac-12 championship game, knowing that they beat their rivals in basketball and volleyball has to ease the pain just a little bit, right? Maybe just a little?
Maybe.
Tiny bit. Jazz take on Oklahoma City tomorrow. BYU hosts Nevada on Tuesday.
And we'll see you back here next Sunday night. Real Sports Live.